Hi, my name is Cassie Staley, and today we're going to be interviewing you to discuss your experience during the COVID-19 pandemic. Today is March 14th, 2023. This week, there's an average of 72 reported cases of COVID-19 in Charlotte-Mecklenburg County. This is a 47% decrease over the last 2 weeks. Therefore, we are both comfortable not wearing a mask. Please say your name and describe your physical appearance.
My name is Jaser Blanco, go by JJ, and I have a red bandana, a cool shirt, some things.
How old are you and what is your ethnicity?
I'm 25 and I'm Hispanic.
Where is your home for you currently?
Charlotte.
Where were you born?
Caracas, Venezuela.
Do you mind sharing a little about your life in Venezuela?
No,
Your journey to
of course
America?
not. So I was very hesitant at first because I knew the culture, the language, and everything was going to be completely different. While I was in my country, I speak Spanish and French, and I never even thought that I would end up in here. So when I am here, it was because of my father have a business trip, and later on, like maybe 10 years after that, he asked me if I wanted to come over here. So I ended up coming to visit, and then I went back to my country, finished my 9th grade, and then came back and started going to school here. Mm-hmm.
Nice. So do you still have any family members in America?
Yes, I have my father, I have my aunt, my cousins, and my grandma.
Do they all live in Charlotte?
They live in Tigacay,
Oh.
which is like right in the border between
Yeah.
Charlotte and South Carolina.
When did you move to Charlotte? What year?
Was 2012.
And what do you do for a living now?
I work at Berrybrook Farm as a herbalist, and I also work at Trader Joe's.
Nice. Where did you work? Did you work there during the pandemic?
No, I work in Whole Foods Market.
Nice. So were you able to work during the lockdown and everything?
Yes.
That's good since many people were left unemployed,
Yeah.
especially during the early months of it. How was your experience working in the grocery store during the pandemic?
It was a little bit chaotic and different in a sense because all the stuff that you normal will see and will do in grocery was pretty much no longer a thing. We all had to wear gears. We all had to wear like gloves and masks. We had to literally clean every single thing that somebody will touch or any coworker will touch, not just customers. And you could feel the tension on people coming in to shop for sure. Like some people wouldn't like no one like near them. Like I kind of picture like some lines or hoops, imaginary lines or hoops around people. And then when other people will come near that hoops, people will start getting like weird or discomfort, and they will start yelling at each other or just trying to avoid. It was really weird, especially when they needed assistance for a product or information about something related to the company or whatever it was, and you're trying to have a decent approach, and they wouldn't like you to come too close or too near, and that will be difficult because. In my end, I have an accent, as you guys can tell. So with a mask, it was hard because people wouldn't be able to understand me. So they would get frustrated and sometimes they would get mean or they just walk off. So I'm like, okay, I'm sorry. Try my best. And one day I tried to kind of break the protocol and like just kind of squish my mask down a little bit so they could hear me better. This lady freaked out. She was cursing me out and everything. So I was like, okay, bye. Let's walk away.
Yeah. Do you ever see things going back to normal? Or is this the new future?
I like to believe that in a sense it will go back to a sense of normality because like it's a virus. It's something that we're never going to be able to get rid of completely. And it's going to mutate as the years comes. So I feel like at this point it will be better for us to adapt and adjust and accept the fact that this is here and just make smarter choices, I do believe that stay on clean, your distance, your mask and whatnot, still something that is valuable. But it's good to know that nowadays people have taken the shots or have taken precautions, and then we all society can make something different, trying to go back to the old days.
What are some challenges you faced during the pandemic?
Definitely not being able to see my friends, coworkers, or family as much as I used to. Um, is for one end, like believe it or not, work was even more overwhelming because a lot of people refused to go to work. So a lot of people were scared. So facilities like supermarkets or hospitals and so on, things that people need on a daily basis to coexist, were more occupied than ever. Like I was going to work all the time. At the moment, I just have this one job, and I was working like 50 to 55 hours in this job every week. And it was very overwhelming because in my department, it's kind of different to Trader Joe's, but Whole Foods have departments. So in one moment, I was running 3 or 4 departments in the same day. So it was always hustle. And then at some point, you even forget that people could have been sick or not, that was still around. And some people wouldn't even like to follow the procedure of wearing a mask. And you will see them coming in, coughing or something. You wouldn't even to tell, do they have allergies? Do they have the virus? Mm-hmm. But whatever it was, you still have to go and clean and do all the stuff on top of, doing customer service and doing other activities in it. So that took a toll on me because I was too tired to even sometimes do something. Mm-hmm. And doing something will make me think, would it be worth it? Like, I know some friends already have it. I know some family members already have it. Just like, I don't want to expose myself or re-expose them again to contract the virus. So It was hard. But, it's good that we have technology nowadays. We can always like talk over the phone or something like that. Yeah. So that helped a little.
Has the pandemic changed any of your normal routines?
Yes. I used to be able to go to different places late night or whatnot for a late snack. Let's say like I wanted to get some chips at midnight at a grocery store that is convenient. I can't do that anymore. Mm-hmm. So instead of that, I had to figure out a way to get things before or after my shift. And for me, it's hard because I can work literally all day one day and have to still come back home. Let's say, like, for instance, I don't have laundry detergent. I need laundry detergent, and I don't have laundry detergent. How do I do my laundry? I have to do my laundry because I need my uniform for tomorrow. Like, things like that, for more silly that it sounds, trying to make time to accommodate your time to the needs of, being able to do what you need to do is quite difficult. Yeah. So I would say that was one. The other one was I feel like no one is fully recovered for the trauma that, a lot of people lost family members, friends, and whatnot during this. So it always triggers, especially when you're in a big space. Like, let's say that you go clubbing or you go to an event or a festival or a concert and you see a large amount of people, you just kind of like, should I get in? Should I not get in? While like before this, you just think, oh my gosh, look at all these people. Let's just go in. It's fun. Like we can all socialize. We can all meet each other. And now it's like you can, but you know that you might be exposed to something more than that.
Yeah. Did you find any hobbies during the lockdown?
I went back to painting a lot and drawing. So that was very peaceful. I used to, at the moment I was living by Lake Norman, so I used to take a walk and then just sit down on this bench and see the lake, and I'll just, whatever pops in my mind, I'll put it on paper. Mm-hmm. It can be just as simple as like a lady walking their dog, or I don't know, like stars falling, or like, I don't know, anything that, and I just kind of represent those on my daily basis, like, okay, I like this because this helped me going through this in a sense. Kind of distract me of like, oh my gosh, this is happening right now. This is reality. We're all messing this up or whatever. So it's just like, just focus on my journeys and the little things that surrounding me.
Yeah. Were there any positive things or memories to come out of COVID?
I feel like in a way, these bring the worst out of people, but also the best out of people. Mm-hmm. And I want to say that at least the people that surrounded me at work embrace that, and we all help each other. Like if somebody needed a ride home or if somebody needed help getting something because they actually got sick or whatnot, everyone was so humble and kind to help one another. No matter the race, no matter where you're from, no matter your preferences, everyone was there for one another. And I like that a lot. I can say that about that place where I was working at the time, which I'm sure many other places were that, or at least I like to believe they were like that to one another since we were so exposed to things. And to the point where, like, in myself, although being scared to contract the virus or whatnot, I never hesitate to help somebody that had it, even if, I risk my life or somebody else than me, because I didn't want this for more deadly that could be to stop me being a humble person, because that's how I, was raised. And no matter what, you always kind of humble, help others, and I like doing that.
Wow, that's great. Is there anything in your life that you've learned or gained since the pandemic?
Enjoy every moment you have, for sure. As little or as big it is, just a walk around your neighborhood or just meeting somebody in a reunion, because life is short. And I think this pandemic shows that one day we can be here and then the next we don't know. So for more, good or bad experience you might be having, then, now, or in the future, just remember that if we can overcome big challenges like that, we can overcome many more if we all work together.
Oh, yeah, that's good. Well, that wraps it up for the interview. Thank you so much for taking the time out and sharing your story.